Mic check, mic check. Are we live? God bless America. Here we are, 11/8, full blood moon, lunar eclipse, ritual sacrifice already underway and confirmed. God bless you all. Thank you for joining me tonight. This is the midterm election episode. We are live. The results are coming in. All the world's a stage, and we continue to break it down here on this platform. Thank you so much for smashing that thumbs up for your boy. And let's spread this message far and wide. If anybody else wants to join us, it's going to be an election party here tonight. But before we get into that, I am going to break down the meat of this video, the important issue that we need to talk about here tonight, which is the event that ended up playing out after a month of being ridiculed. All the comments, oh, what happened to all your dates, bro? What was going on? How's that Bitcoin short doing? It did just fine. When we woke up this morning, it was still dark outside, but that moon was big and bright. I checked my phone and I just took my profit. It's a simple program. We've been completely tapped in, laying it all out on this platform. And what did we say? I said, hold on to whatever investments, crypto, cash, whatever you got, hold on to it, because the event window of opportunity is coming up. So as all of the haters, as all of the people that don't like that we just keep on getting these calls right, they just don't like that fact, and they continue to attack us, trying to find a way to get me somehow. But we've never sold out. We've stayed true. We try to stay focused. We do deviate from course once in a while, but that's all part of the fun. The main thing that just occurred was an event that we did not know was going to play out, but we knew that there was a perfect opportunity. We said, guys, don't focus on the event and don't focus on the exact day or hour. However, I've been laying out the dates one after another for where we're looking, windows of opportunity. And then we're also been following this market. And as I've shown you guys here, completely transparent with all my trades. Just executed my ninth Bitcoin short, and I'm 8 for 9. My portfolio has grown by over 100% now in just the last 3.5 months, about 4 months now, actually. Exclusively shorting Bitcoin, and that's not because I hate the Bitcoin bros or because I have anything against Bitcoin other than we just know it doesn't work. We'll get into that later. But we stick to the program. I don't get fancy with it. I've laid it out. People ask me, teach me how to trade. I'm like, well, I'm just doing the most simple 5x leverage swings that, now I got the haters in the comments that are now trying to pick me apart for the way I trade. And I have been saying, I'm not a trader. I'm just playing around. But I'm just doing this to stay tapped in with the markets so that I can tell you guys when we can expect a dip, when we can expect an opportunity. Should we FOMO in right now, Zach? I said, well, there's some utility cryptocurrencies like XRP that are in staged lawsuits that you can't get from exchanges. When I woke up this morning and I go to exit my Bitcoin short, I'm trading on Qcoin, and Qcoin's already lagging. Qcoin's already playing games. And I'm just trying to get out of that thing as quick as possible. And I got the haters saying, well, that's a terrible trade to write it down 30% and then come back and take profit at 13%. Obviously, I could have cashed out much larger today, but we knew it was going to be volatile. We know it's going to be shaky. We know the exchanges can't be trusted. And sure enough, another cryptocurrency sacrifice underway. It's like I'm having deja vu going back to the May lunar eclipse, the whole Luna crash, right? Once again, a similar event playing out here, crypto getting set up once again, but we've been tying this back to our overall fundamental analysis and saying, yeah, we knew that we still had to go lower, and we knew that we had fantastic windows of opportunity for events to occur. By the way, we're still in this. I mean, this is midterm election night. So this show is still ongoing. This is going to be very interesting to watch this play out tonight. Okay, I'm just wanting to run through this session. Sorry for starting a little bit later. I had to go turn in my ballot. I did cast my vote. I do believe in trying to save this opportunity, in leveling the playing field and actually fixing issues within this country. That's what I voted for, not identifying with a party, but identifying with change, that we can actually hold someone accountable and get something done. That's what I voted for. Did it tend to lean a certain direction? Well, we just can't. I'm just not even going to speak on it. What I wanted to focus on tonight, though, is how we continue to ride out this chaos with conviction. There's one other person that I know of. There may be others. I'm not the genius. I'm not even a smart guy. I don't even consider myself smart. Waters Above Crypto is the one that put us on these patterns, tying the astrology in these events to the markets. Full credit to him. He's the one that put us on to these eclipses last year. I added that piece to my analysis, and I've been doing my deal. Waters Above always gets credit from me for giving us the secret sauce. Right? Very advanced in his delivery and his presentation when it comes to that. Huge amount of respect for that. I've used that as part of my analysis. And then when I went and looked at all the fundamentals here in this whole situation, I said, this doesn't feel right. This is another bull trap rally once again. So I entered my Bitcoin short too early at 19,000. It goes up to 21K. I buy some more. And then we see it shortly tapped out there just over 21,000, rolls back on over. And then sure enough, on a specific day that we've been watching for months in advance. And we said, well, okay, we had the lunar eclipse back in May, right? And that was the Luna Terra collapse, okay? That was a very interesting event. But then we were looking once again here, looking forward, and we said, well, we got two major back-to-back eclipses once again, just like we got last year. And God bless Waters Above for putting us onto this program last year back in September, when he said, okay, we're starting the Shemitah year. And all these people make fun of us for looking at these dates and understanding these calendars, putting a little secret sauce on it. Well, now I can we finally put some money on it and started trading the damn thing. And people want to hate because I wrote a trade down 30%. Well, I got the cojones to ride that trade down 30% and double down, go all in, and then ride it back and take my profit. And I'm not stupid. I'm not playing around in this market. I got the exchanges glitching out. I know they don't have liquidity. I don't trust any of the exchanges, so I don't get greedy. I play with a very small percentage of my bag, but we only did that so that we could continue to be tapped in on how this is going to play out and allowing our audience to ride this out with conviction. I said in one of my last episodes here that I didn't see any scenario that is going to be bullish for the markets that plays out from this election cycle over the next week, right? That was our Sunday episode, right? Just going back 2 days, Sunday. Laid that out, how I've gone through all the scenarios and none of these look bullish other than we can get a fake out pump. They can send it one more time, which is essentially what they did, right? Squeezing us out above 21K before they rolled this damn thing over to 17,000. It hit 16.8 on the Qcoin futures today. So I exited my trade at about 19,000 or whatever. You know, I took 13% profit. I'm happy with that. Happy as a clam with that. That's fun. I could have rode the trade down to 17K, but it doesn't matter, right? What matters is that we were prepared. And I saw my community buying the hell as much as the exchanges would allow them to with the issues that we were getting from all of the exchanges today. That's conviction. That's riding out a storm, a real program that works, that can see the future. Future does prove past. It's not just a saying. It's not just trying to act like we got a little secret sauce. To finally put some skin in the game and to see my trading bag grow 100% over the last 4 months is fun. But I've always made it clear with my community, that's not how you build generational wealth. Trading is really not the way to create generational wealth. By my definitions, by my standards. There's guys that get rich, there's guys that get lucky. 9 out of 10 traders fail, which is why see, if I was like the rest of these sellouts, I would sell a trading course now. I have the receipts, over the last 4 months, grown my bag 100%. I'd make a little course, right? And try to do a little program on that. But I've been very, very straightforward with that from the very beginning, is that these markets are manipulated. We can't trust these exchanges. And I don't think that we should play around. That's gambling. And the only reason I've been gambling, committing that sin for the last 4 months, is so I can stay tapped in with the markets. That's my excuse. May God forgive me for playing with Tether on KuCoin, shorting Bitcoin. We knew. And let's get into what's really going on in the cryptocurrency space right now. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I did see that we had some super chats too. I better not miss those. JJ 5 spot, cheers. Told you all the deep state would say hi soon. Red wave, it's about to get weird. Also, Zach, congratulations. Thanks for the heads up. Keeping you ready, JJ. Thank you. I appreciate that. Who else? We had another one. I apologize if I missed that super chat. We're going to have a party tonight, folks. Praise God, this is what we've been waiting for in the cryptocurrency space. Get the bad actors out. Clean it out. Whoever needs to go bust, whoever's insolvent, let it all be revealed. Let's see what you got. Now CZ Binance wants to tell you that he wants to go transparent with his reserves and everything that he's doing. And the way that he's played this is perfectly to be able to acquire FTX. Now, this is all still breaking. And remember, I just want to make this point. Back on Sunday, when I first covered this, it was breaking. I put Sam, the next crypto insolvency, on the thumbnail, right? But I made sure to be fair. I read off the current statements from the CEO. I read off the statement on happiness from the outgoing CEO, the one who left, who got off the ship just a few months ago in August. And I tried to be fair. Sure enough, they're going bust. And it's almost a self-fulfilling prophecy. Self-fulfilling prophecy here, sorry for stuttering, on this situation, on this bank run, on this crypto run right now. Now, like I said, we didn't know this was going to be the situation. We didn't know it was going to be FTX. We didn't know they were going to go bust and, CZ Binance was going to be acquiring them. But we knew we were going into a fantastic window of opportunity for this market to find a reason to go back down to the downside. Now, we already broke down on Sunday kind of the schemes that FTX was doing. What have we been saying and how unpopular it was over the last year when Brad Garlinghouse initially said it, the 99% of cryptos go away. And we said, yeah, and it does. And then what do we have here just yesterday, right? We get the library ruling where they lose to the SEC. The SEC makes the case that they didn't have utility when they sold the token, making it a security, making it an investment contract, meeting the Howey test. Ripple's fine. XRP's fine. It's better than ever. It's in the hands of the people that it needs to be in. And it is going to be the first cryptocurrency with full clarity in the United States once this case settles up. Think about that. Ethereum does not have full clarity. Bitcoin does not have full clarity. There was a speech given by someone who has been proven to be corrupt and that will be completely exposed, Bill Hinman, and everything that the SEC did, just one part of what these three-letter agencies have been doing and the crimes that they have committed. And we've completely exposed it within the group, within the communities, covering this case the last 2 years. Stalling cryptocurrency innovation in the whole country. No one even knows how to launch a token. Still, after all these years, after that case, now the whole space is, I think, reconsidering their plan. They're making sure they schedule an appointment with their lawyers. They're revisiting what they created, what they did, how they sold it, how they marketed it. The hex influencers just going in. So over the last year here, we've really blown up. We've created a platform, and it's a beautiful thing. It was so unpopular, everything that I've been saying for the last year. So unpopular, everything that I was saying for the last month. Unconfirmed, mocked, ridiculed. Here we are. Here we are today. Major liquidation event. FTX, one of the largest exchanges, going bust, about to get bought out by the competitor. But we've continued to say that this is a beautiful thing because this is what we need to go through. So not everyone's going to make it out to the other side. Not everyone deserves to win. Not everyone was righteous and didn't violate the law. Now, whether we're talking about the SEC's game or we're just talking about these outright frauds, manipulators, and guys that didn't build any utility, they didn't build real projects, they're just outright scammers, right? We continue to read what Brad Garlinghouse was telling us, CEO of Ripple, that 99% of cryptos were going to go away. And I felt like for the last year, all I've been answering is, what do you think of this coin? What do you think of this coin? Oh, what about this? And I am totally guilty of never looking into any of them. Maybe taking a glance. And sure enough, when this all plays out, we've been warning about how all of these ICOs were unregistered securities offerings. There's going to be a case to be had for the SEC with those, as clear as day. They'll meet the Howey test. That's proven law going back to 1930s. And a lot of these guys committed fraud. You know, we have rules on the books for a reason. And think about what's been going on in this place, what they've allowed to happen. The real utility, the technology that can solve real problems gets suppressed, gets put in lawsuits. Meanwhile, they give Bitcoin and Ethereum a free pass, let the insiders, let Wall Street win, right? While letting the rest of these guys just play around in the space and lose all their money to all these schemes, all these fraudsters, all these scams, all these false hopes and dreams, and then just the outright impersonators and scams within this space as well, which, by the way, I'm not going to DM you. If you DM me first and I respond, you'll be able to confirm that's me. I'm working on, I still can't figure out how to get my blue check on Twitter. I'm trying to get verified on TikTok and everything because I just don't want people to get scammed. I've had hundreds of thousands of dollars has been reported to me given to these scammers. That's how sick this makes me, just within my community, right? And that's that no wrongdoing of my part because I've made it very clear that I will never use WhatsApp, period, ever. I'm not going to ask you to invest with me. I'm not asking you to send money anywhere, right? If you want to join and support my community, that's a very clear link to get you there. If you want to help us out, support this channel, support our program, get tapped in on another level, it's all there. But unfortunately, they get a lot of people that are new to this space, just like everyone in this space that sold us a dream, sold us an NFT, sold us the next token that had utility, had something cute going on. The largest metaverse platform. Remember, I don't even know if we covered it. You guys saw it probably covered in other areas as well, though. The largest metaverse had like 38 daily users one day. That's how big of a joke that is. For us on this channel, we have just tried to stay true to, what got us here, which is trying to cover the current events and break down the opportunity that is cryptocurrency. I truly believe that cryptocurrency is the biggest opportunity, but there's a reason why I'm so transparent with you guys and tell you that 51% of all investable assets or cash I got is XRP right now. And that's probably changed actually since the markets have fluctuated and because I made some money on my Bitcoin short, my little trading bag. For those of you that missed it, I laid out my full generational wealth exit strategy on YouTube last week. Okay. So that's going to be there for everyone to see. Laid out the complete plan, the full program. Okay. But tonight we have this election. I'm going to get into it, obviously, right? But I just wanted to address where we're at, where we've been, what we're doing here, how well it's working out. Now think about this. While some players are going bust, Sam Bankman-Fried losing like $15 billion worth of net worth. And that's a whole other topic too, in market cap. And people, this is what the whole issue was with Alameda, the other company, and FTX, is reporting a story, telling you a story that's bullshit. And they're getting you to invest their money, your hard-earned money. So, you know, guys, I'm sorry for starting this off with a little bit of a rant, but I just wanted to say thank you, because today confirms why I do this, why I spend so much time researching this and trying to bring out the content that keeps you guys up to date and shows you where this thing might go. This day confirmed that for us. We made money. Our community was loading up as much as the exchanges could actually get out. I took my profit on my Bitcoin short and I parked my money on the side. I said, I'm not going to get greedy. I'm not going to stay at this party forever. Nothing good happens after 2 a.m. Let's hit the exits. And that's what was happening here today. You guys see the account withdrawals frozen on FTX. So as we've been saying, if you guys are looking, I got a couple wallets below, but as always, I don't really recommend wallets or exchanges. I just say I recommend cold storage, multiple wallets, multiple solutions, multiple exchanges, and I don't trust any of the exchanges. We have to use them for a business transaction, but we don't trust them. I mean, we went to the Qcoin casino with our tether to short Bitcoin. That's what we're doing. Cheers, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Now, that's 22 minutes of me ranting and raving about how we got this right, how I told you so. But if you guys read my comments, if you guys saw what these guys say, what you know, where we've been, what we've gone through, you'd understand, you know, where we're coming from tonight on this episode. And like I said, I know one other person who called this date, who called these events, who's tapped in on this and put us on it. You know, huge shout out to Waters Above, but that's what we're trying to break down tonight. Okay. Now, we are going to get into the election. We are going to cover it all. At the time of this recording, let's take a look here at the markets. It is 7:30 on the West Coast. I am in no rush, guys. And let me make this, because this is where this gets stupid. And why I went on such a long rant is because I can't even talk about this tonight. I'm scared to even talk about the elections in any sort of way. So in tonight's reporting, I'm going to be unbiased, and I'm just going to be trying to report the news. I'm not going to make any issue or you know, stance. I've already made it clear where I stand on the main issues. I think you guys understand that very well. And may God be with us as we ride out this market. Market's down 10% today to 900 billion. So 100 billion evaporates from that quote unquote market cap. Market cap, bro. 18,200 for your Bitcoin at the time of this recording, 1,300 for Ethereum, and 38 cents for XRP. Let's look at the Bitcoin chart. Let's look at how this played out. This is where we've been at on the time frame. This is a 4-hour chart zoomed out all the way back to the June lows. And as you can see, the June lows was at 17,600. We need to delete that. We take out the June lows and we set the new lows right here at about 17,000. The high of this range was 25K. And as I said, you know, if we didn't break at 22K, I'd say, okay, this gets a little bit interesting, but I'm looking for this thing to break 25K before I, you know, start to think that we're actually bottomed out and that we're in a bull market. We didn't even get close, right? We did not get close. We got up, you know, just about 21K, and we roll back over. 17,000. I'm going to be reporting 16,800 was where we went on Qcoin futures, but that's just one exchange. But nonetheless, it's about 17K is where we bottomed out. BAM 530. Thank you for the 2 spot. How long do you see this low prices for payday tomorrow? As I've been saying, dollar cost average strategy, because it's hard to time these markets. And if we do, you kind of just got to load up with what you can. Do not make yourself go bust right now. We're riding out a storm. We're riding out a situation that could last a lot longer. So don't go full degenerate, because, I've been there. I've overinvested. So right now, just stay ready. In the generational wealth exit strategy video, I reported how much cash I'm sitting on right now. That's because we're in a shitstorm, guys. I mean, golly, excuse my language. They're going to send this thing after the elections play out. So yeah, I mean, this is a rough deal right here. And obviously, I think that Binance moving to buy FTX and actually save FTX is actually keeping this thing kind of afloat. But remember, these things can play out over a couple days here. We'll see what happens. And we still have a lot on the fundamental level as well. 913, man, thank you for the super chat. Sam, thank you. Do you happen to think Tether's current level of capacity might end up getting cracked too far due to more exchanges and other market factors faltering before or after the lawsuit ends for XRP? Yeah, so I think that there's going to be multiple exchanges were having issues today. I think right now, any long-term holdings you need to have on cold storage so that you don't have to worry. You don't lose any sleep at night. As far as what exchanges are going to go bust, Tether obviously being the largest stablecoin and being such a large part of this space and doing 60% of the trading volume on this space matters a lot. And we've been talking about Tether, and the issues there for a long time, right? So we're just waiting for it to kind of crack. Today, we see FTX being sacrificed, but this isn't done, in my opinion. AR 5 spot. When I saw the massive red Bitcoin candle with my UNC, I said, Zach is in the money. Well done, man. AR, thank you, guys. Like I said, I'm not here to be a trader. I'm not here to really, but if you guys are looking for help, just understanding how to use these exchanges, how to set up the wallets, how to do the basics, that's what we're really trying to help people out with. But nonetheless, the trades have been good. It's been fun. But when our bags get smacked like this, the main thing that I continue to say is we need to have conviction. So for me, what a beautiful day. Now we're going to watch what's happening with this election. Very interesting. Again, we'll see how far I comment on the election. Tonight's stream is going to be a long one. We're going to be tapped in here for a while, but we don't even know if we're going to get all of the results tonight. I will just say that I was listening to CNN on the way here, and as I was dropping off my ballot, doing my American duty, I was returning back, listening to CNN, and I will just say there's, I think, a little bit of panic. We'll see what happens. That situation's so tough to speak on, guys. It's very tough to speak on, but we're going to speak on as much as we can without riling up anybody, without offending anybody. I thought the stars were going to align for XRP. Sorry, bro. Yeah, so some people just are late to the party. Let's get tapped in, okay? Because we're talking about much more than just XRP. Now, let's get right on into it. I got a few things to share with you guys. All right, so we got this tweet here from Macroeconomic. He says, are we reaching a tipping point where token utility actual use will finally matter more than fintechs shuffling balances sheets around? Have the flim-flam engineers poisoned the well beyond repair? And that's what we've been talking about, right? Is that we need to see a lot cleaned out within this space. We are not done. We still have a long ways to go. Now, the Kobesi letter summarizing the current situation. Number one, credit card debt at record 930 billion. We think it's going to go up to 1 trillion. Number two, fastest rising interest rates in history into a recession. Not looking good, and it looks like they're going to continue raising them into next year. Number three, mortgage demand at lowest since 1997. Wells Fargo reporting a 90% drop in their mortgage applications. Number four, bond markets on track for worst year since 1931. And that's supposed to be the safe investment. Number 5, tech stocks trading like it's 2001, and you might as well add cryptocurrency to that as well. And in addition to that, we see cryptocurrency getting beat up even worse than some of these tech stocks. Some of these cryptocurrencies just going to absolutely zero. That is what is underway, and this is actually really sad to see. We've been continuing to warn you guys about your 401k retirement accounts and how these pension funds are getting stolen, hijacked, and they're about to go bust. They're insolvent as well. It's not just the crypto funds. And the problem is now you got pensions investing into crypto. Ontario, and they don't know what they're doing. That's the problem. Yes, this is the future. No one's more bullish on this utility cryptocurrencies, but holy smokes. The head risk manager for Ontario Teachers Pensions Fund less than 2 months ago says Ontario Teachers pension sticks with FTX trading amid crypto volatility. How about that, folks? Just a couple months ago, the Ontario Teachers Pension Plan bet on crypto exchange operator FTX trading carries the lowest risk in the entire crypto asset class, and its investment in the firm has grown well in uncertain times, the OTPP said last week. As we continue to ask, how is your program working out? Wow, that is not good. And these folks, you guys are relying on your 401k, retirement account, pension accounts, and to see these get wiped out, obliterated, just is so sad. But we've been trying to put out the warning. We've been trying to sound the alarm. Now, it looks like we got a lot coming in here, more for layoffs coming in this week. Twitter's at 50%, Cameo 25, Robinhood 23, Intel 20, Snap 20, Coinbase 18, Opendoor 18, Stripe 14, Lyft 13, Shopify 10, Meta, quote unquote, thousands, confirmed once again that will be starting tomorrow. And then the other one would be Amazon and Apple, with both hiring freezes. Okay, so we got that underway. Once again, it's being reported that Elon Musk has sold some of his Tesla. He sold it on November 4th, at least 19 million shares. And that was roughly $4 billion worth. Let's pull up this VIX fractal here that Michael Kramer's been showing us. Sorry, not the VIX. We've been looking at the VIX with Michael, but this one's the S&P 500. He says the S&P 500 2022 versus 2008 analog suggests the end of this year isn't going to be very good, and this rally is near its end. Yeah, it's matching up very perfect as far as this situation. Fundamentally, we're not done. And I do want to make a quick point on this. Obviously, this was the top. This one, someone making a meme about Sam Bankman-Fried in, just kind of looks like a nerd. But here's my thing. I'm not here to judge anyone based off looks, but we've been continuing to say, you can't pull up to the table and get real deals done in the unicorn t-shirt, in the sweat shorts. It's not how you get it done. There's a whole different deal being done at the table that Brad Garlinghouse and team is at, versus what these kids have been doing in the cryptocurrency space. And that's how I look at Sam Bankman-Fried. That's how I look at Vitalik. That's how I look at 90% of the space. You're not getting deals done. I'm sorry. That's just not it. What else do we got here? The VIX fractal on point once again. If you have a single dollar left in crypto, if you have a single dollar in crypto left, congrats. You outtraded the two biggest funds in crypto. Yeah, so that's from Moon. We're not back. Unbelievable to watch these firms just go bust one after another. All these cryptocurrency projects. And guys, this is why I get excited, because we've invested accordingly. All that money is going to flow into us. There will be a serious allocation moved into utility cryptocurrency projects that do pass regulations. Now, looking at this Binance situation, it's pretty crazy what's going on. And this is kind of a whole war underway in the cryptocurrency space. Satoshi Stacker breaking this down. This is getting weird, he says. So on the 6th of October, a hacker drains 580 million Binance. And I remember reporting that this at the time, and it was kind of, we just glossed over it. We just brushed over it. Like I mentioned it one or two times, and then we just continued on, right? But we have On October 6th, a hacker drains 580 million Binance, BNB. Then on November 7th, Binance start dumping 580 million of FTT. Then on November 7th, FTX urging CZ to stop dumping FTT, which is the FTX token. Then on November 8th, CZ willing to stop dumping and trade all their FTT if FTX gives them 580 million in Binance. And now we have CZ looking to buy out FTX. So there's a whole situation underway here, guys. And there's a whole lot of money, funds being moved and washed around. It is really incredible to watch in the cryptocurrency space. But here's the thing, is it's all on chain. So it is all tracked. It's even more easily tracked in the cash system than the old system. So, and right now, guys, that's just one data point, but I could share you guys a whole, a dozen different findings that we've had over the past 24, 48 hours in regards to on-chain transactions taking place at FTX, Binance, and some of these other major players right now, is we can watch it very closely. And, you know, in the past, that wasn't possible, right? But now it all can be confirmed and people are really digging, and the balances on the Bitcoin accounts for FTX were actually showing negative just within the last 24 hours. So the FTX Bitcoin accounts were showing negative actually. And so, yeah, there's just a run on the banks is underway once again in the cryptocurrency space. And this just shows how fragile, volatile we are. We're not mature. We, you know, look at what just got announced this last week here. CBDC pilot with Ethereum didn't get it done. That was in Korea, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, they once again proved what we've been saying. The Ethereum just does not work, right? So 7 seats already flipped. We only needed 5. Yeah, so we're gonna get into this election here shortly. Gosh, and this is the deal with Bitcoin right now. King Solomon, the top 2.11% of Bitcoin wallets in the world hold 93.8% of the coins. And people act like this is the end all be all savior for the new financial system. What are you guys smoking? That is completely centralized, along with all the mining pools, along with our government now being a Bitcoin whale after the largest seizure of Bitcoin that they just announced. Now, John Deaton says this, I can tell you if the second largest exchange in the world stops processing withdrawals, not just a temporary stoppage, it will be bad news for potential regulations, especially if the House and Senate don't flip. John Deaton's so spot on with it, guys. This is going to give them all of the reason to go after cryptocurrency in these exchanges, to come in hard with the regulations. Right. The case here with Library sets a precedent. I think that SEC is looking to push further. And like John Deaton's saying here, we might flip. But if we don't, it appears that the other side, the Democrats, are looking to move a little bit more hard. But once again, we have sellouts on the right side of the aisle, too. They're just completely banker shills as well that don't want anything to do with cryptocurrency. Guys, frankly, that are just, it's time to step aside. Thank you for your service. Step aside. You're way too old. Get out. I mean, come on. Not to mention you guys are sellouts. I don't care if you act like a righteous Republican. Guys, I'm not on that right-left paradigm. If we need to call somebody out, we're going to call somebody out. Whether it was the crypto players, whether it's politicians, we're going to get into the election news here. We're going to get into, we'll see how the tally is going so far here shortly. Washington State out west here. We're not closing for another 15 minutes here. Our local polling. Yeah. So, and let's actually add on to that point further. We've been saying that we don't think cryptocurrency regulations happens until the new candidates, the new Congress takes office, right? Actually fills those seats. Until then, we don't expect anything to happen. The best case would be a settlement in the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit, but that's our hope and prayer every single night before we go to bed, right? So we're just waiting on that. But we knew we weren't expecting any sort of crypto regulations, right? So we're remaining patient right now. We need another few months here to really clean this out, to really get to the bottom, in my opinion. AR, perfect catalyst for regulators licking their chops. Wonder what the second largest donation to the Dems gets. Sam behind the curtain. Yeah, so yeah, exactly. I mean, Sam Bankman-Fried, one of the largest donors to Biden. Yep. Now, this is actually pretty sad. And this is why I try to keep you guys as tapped in as possible, because I'm trying to protect you guys' wealth. Not only the 401ks and pension funds getting wiped out, cryptocurrency just is absolutely getting obliterated and sacrificed. It's so sad. Total losses in the cryptocurrency near 1.5 trillion since January 1st. Trillions in retail capital has evaporated. This feels worse than 2001. Now, quick point on that. Remember, market cap only takes you so far. So that is really wealth that was not there. That is value that vanished out of thin air, as you guys see, as it play out here. It vanished out of thin air. It was never really there. There was not real value there. And we have to go through this to mature. Now, CZ Binance chiming in. 2 big lessons. Never use a token you created as collateral. And number 2, don't borrow if you run a crypto business. Don't use capital efficiently. Have a large reserve. Binance has never used BNB for collateral, and we have never taken on debt. Okay, so Binance, CZ, looking to bring some transparency to the space. Maybe one day someone else in the space will catch up to Ripple, but Ripple has been leading the way the whole time, and that's why we just believe 100% in what Ripple and team is doing, and the regulatory clarity that XRP is going to have will put it ahead all of the rest of the space, because it's going to be the first cryptocurrency with true regulations here, true clarity after this case is over. Now, Ben adds this interesting thought to this. He says, think back a few weeks ago to when CZ Binance was able to invest $500 million into Elon Musk's Twitter purchase. You know who tried to invest as well but was shot down? That's right, SBF. Elon knew who the good guy was at a time when only very few people knew the truth about SBF. Wow. BitBoy's, he basically did call out Sam here, and it has all played out. Sam's response, hey, y'all, I have a few announcements to make. Yeah, you sure do, bud. Things have come full circle, and FTX.com's first and last investors are the same. We have come to an agreement on a strategic transaction with Binance for FTX.com. Pending due diligence, obviously. Number 2, our teams are working on clearing out the withdrawal backlog as well. This will clear out liquidity crunches. All assets will be covered one-to-one. This is one of the main reasons we've asked Binance to come in. It may take a bit to settle, etc. We apologize for that. So remain patient and remain hopeful. Hopefully, they're going to be able to return your guys' funds for those of you guys that had funds on FTX. But the most important thing is that customers are protected. A huge thank you to CZ Binance and all of our supporters. This is a user-centric development that benefits the entire industry. CZ has done and will continue to do an incredible job of building out the global crypto ecosystem and creating a freer economic world. I know that there have been rumors in media of conflict between our two exchanges. However, Binance has shown time and again that they are committed to a more decentralized global economy while working to improve industry relations with regulators. We are in the best of hands. Note that FTX and Binance, 2 separate companies, are not currently impacted by this. FTX withdrawals are and have been live, is fully backed one-to-one and operating normally. So let's keep our fingers crossed and let's hope that Sam Bankman-Fried is able to follow through on that promise, putting a positive spin on the fact that his exchange is just been proven to be insolvent, is going bust, had to freeze withdrawals, and is now being bought out by his competitor in a complete moment of capitulation. But remember, we were covered on Sunday. The outgoing CEO had to give us his thoughts on happiness as he jumped off the ship 2 months before it hits the iceberg. And that's the crypto space. And that's why I've never, guys, this is why I have not sold out, is because there's so many people selling you bullshit. From just the regular TikToker, from the YouTuber, from the Twitter, to anyone in the space that's telling you they're building something, to the biggest players in this space, to the snakes on Wall Street that have been part of the banking cartel holding down humanity. Now just doing it in the cryptocurrency space, battling over territory. And we have this little company, this little group out of San Francisco, Ripple, ready to put a dent in the universe. There's just nothing can stop what is coming for that. The library case, once again, just reaffirms that we're spot on where we're at with XRP and the analysis from the lawyers as far as XRP not being a security. Once again, it's just like on the day that Ripple was sued by the SEC. First day, I'm like, oh, wow, this is sad. Oh, darn, XRP's down. I'm losing all this money. This is really sad. Next day, I take 24 hours to think about it. And then I go, wait, no. This is what we need to go through. This is what we want to go through. This is part of the XRP Ripple ritual. Hidden in plain sight. Any common man or woman had the opportunity to invest in this and invest in a few other utility cryptocurrencies, a few other suppressed assets, and had an opportunity to change the world when this thing's all said and done. Today just confirmed everything that we've been talking about, our whole program. Mark Zuckerberg confirms Meta will begin mass layoffs tomorrow. Yep. Sam Bankman-Fried's net worth falls $14.6 billion in the past 24 hours to $991 million. So he went from being worth, almost $15 billion, now less than $1 billion. FTX goes insolvent, collapses 90%. Below $3 as panic withdrawals bring FTX platform to a halt. So we're now down below $3 is where we went. Andrew T shares this data point with us. Let's look at this. It says, hey kid, want to really shit your pants? Check the Coinbase 24-hour withdrawals. Yeah, it's major, guys. It's major. And see, that's what's happening is it's not just FTX. This is systemic, and hopefully, and we don't wish bad. We don't wish, a bad situation upon anyone. We don't want loss of funds. We don't want users to lose their money, regular people like you and me to lose our money. But we've been prepared for this, for all this struggle. And I'm going to drop a whole separate video on this exact topic about how we can all come up with our exit strategies about XRP. We can all come up with our plan on what we're going to do. We're going to sell some here. We're going to never sell it. We're going to, wait to buy XRP. I think there's a real scenario that's about to play out where there's going to be a major supply shock with XRP. And it's going to be after the liquidity crunch, after the liquidity bust in the cryptocurrency space. I don't know if this is that exact moment, but it's this is part of it. Like, this just gets us one step closer. And this is a big step. One of the biggest players in the game. And I think that there's going to be a supply shock because Ripple's not giving it to exchanges. They're not giving XRP to exchanges. And once again, Tether propping up most of the space. A lot of these exchanges obviously doing schemes to inflate their the value of their companies, inflate the value of their tokens so they can make a money printer. They created a money printer. And they don't care about us. Major withdrawals underway at Coinbase. There was a $990 million leverage position on FTX native token FTT was just liquidated after a margin call. So someone there just lost about $1 billion on a leverage position on FTX native token. Several Coinbase servers are down. That was reported earlier, 9 hours ago. Okay. This is what we've been warning about, guys, is all these exchanges. And you're telling me that these exchanges are going to be ready to relist XRP? These exchanges are going to have enough XRP when the rest of the space is dead and everyone's trying to find what is the real utility, what is going to get something done, what does have clarity? And it finally goes mainstream. Ripple and the SEC settle up. Ripple defeats the SEC. They're not going to have the XRP. They don't have our money. They don't have our funds. Or they will have our funds. You might get paid out. Might take years, just like happened in Mt. Gox, right? But will they have your crypto? which is what we really want, which is what this is really about, is taking possession of reserve assets that are going to run the new financial system. That's the game we're playing right now. Now, Gold Telegraph here is reporting that Russia says that at least a dozen countries are now interested in joining BRICS. This bloc is a commodity powerhouse. All these countries will move away from the US dollar for trade. The world is changing, and these are the type of events that are remembered throughout history. Yeah, it's moving fast. Situations happening in Brazil. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not even going to read off the tweet. I can't cover it. But situations in Brazil. Let's watch it closely. This person reported a glitch on, what was this at? Seen on CoinDesk, but not on the Binance platform. How is that possible? Okay, CoinDesk was reporting XRP at a $9 price. $9 price on XRP. It's kind of interesting. Another glitch. Okay, I think that is about all I needed to take a look at. We do need to cover this though. Ripple versus XRP. Crypto Eddie. This is interesting. Ripple announces partnership with Proper Home, the real estate revolution. Proper Home, property marketplace developed on the XRP ledger for agents, developers, and owners, a new way to earn trust and credibility in each sales interaction. So for the utility for the XRP ledger and Ripple's partnership right here, showing us that they are moving on into real estate. So that is awesome to see. Now, let's take a look here. I'm going to refresh. Let's refresh and take a look at our current stake. We have 43 for 43. 43 Dems, 43 Republicans. Okay. 14 remaining races. This is from Politico, though. I'm going to pull up. Let me pull up another source as well. Let's see what we got. DeSantis had a major victory. He flipped Miami-Dade, that county, for the first time in a very long time. Major red wave underway. And okay, front page of CNN, GOP scores victories in key races. Here we go. How about that? Looks like estimated vote in. We're still waiting on some of these. Kelly beats Masters. Okay, yeah, we're still waiting on some of these.
Kept it. I don't believe we have it here as we come through. No, we do.
Well, we can just look at the number.
I can get it for you. I was trying to do it the easy way, but we can do it. We can do it the harder way just by coming through and looking at the big counties, right? And so you look. You have the same idea. Different parties in Georgia, but you have an incumbent Republican governor and the Senate candidate. Here, you have a Democratic governor and his lieutenant governor is the Senate candidate right here. So let's just pick a county here. We just saw it in Milwaukee first. Is Mandela Barnes at 66.4. Tony Evers at 67.4. So the governor running just a little bit up, a point higher, the Democratic governor there. And so then let's move out. Let's drop down south to Racine County here. It's a competitive county. And you have it's 49.5 to 49.2. The Republicans slightly ahead in the governor's race. Let's flip over and look at the Senate race. A more healthy lead for Ron Johnson there. So the Democratic incumbent governor is performing more stronger than his lieutenant governor, who's the Senate candidate here. And if you pull it out.
Yeah, okay, so it looks like we're not going to be listening to them. I'm not interested in listening to that too much right now. I'm trying to pull up a tally of where we're at right now, guys. Looks like it's 43 right now, but we're still waiting for a lot to be confirmed. A lot is still coming in. Let me take some Q&A. You guys tell me what you guys are seeing while I pull something up here. Been waiting and waiting for a new YouTube video from you. Yeah, guys, so my schedule is Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. That's our schedules. And then on Saturday is when we do our weekly calls on Discord group. Okay, let's take a look here. Election 2022. Republicans got the Senate right now. And it's 159 to 102 in the House. So it looks like they got 8 seats, and we got -8 for the Democrats. Okay. Yeah, we're going to be waiting on the West Coast to come in for sure. It's going to be interesting to see here in Washington State, Murray versus Smiley. I'll just say this personally. When I was filling out my ballot, I mean, it's just like, has your program worked out? If it hasn't worked out, if it's been a failure, if you've been in office for a long time and you had a really good opportunity to do something, Patty Murray, I think it's time to step aside. I think that program didn't work out. So, for me, I look at Tiffany Smiley and I'm like, well, I haven't even really listened to her. I really don't even know what the program is, but that's been a failure for sure. And the glimpse that I've taken at, what her platform is about sounds like a decent program. Sounds like some change needs to happen. And even, you guys saw Elon Musk tweet out that he wants, he's going to be, thinks we should be voting Republican just so that we have a balance of power, right? So just so we take back some power, we get a little bit more balance. Then nothing gets done. For me, it's not about like, oh, I want my team to win. I don't care if a Democrat is going to get something done. That's great, man. I wish that we didn't have the party system. I identify, if I had to, as a libertarian. I wish that we didn't have to do the party back and forth. BS. But for me, when I'm going through my ballot today, I'm like, your program has not worked out. You have been a failure. It's clear as day. Please step aside. Golly, what a failure. Well, you should be ashamed and embarrassed of yourself, Patty Murray. And that's just me. I'm here in this state. I can have an opinion, right? On that program, complete failure. Wow. I mean, in this state as a whole, terrible, terrible program. But I wasn't supposed to be, I'm not going to interject any of my opinion, but that's going to be one of the major Senate spots here that we're waiting on. Okay, we're going to see Murray versus Smiley. That'd be a major, major upset. If Smiley was able to get that. Do a quick refresh. Yeah, so it's looking like a pretty big night here for the Republicans so far. That's kind of what we expected, but we'll see what happens, This story's going to go on. This story will go on. But why is my... Yeah, AR, that's a good point. Yeah, they're already getting ready to do some funny business for sure. It's going to be unfortunate. I actually can't speak on it too much, guys. I really can't. Let's see. Let's tune in. Let's listen to someone else here.
Hey guys, it's Scott McGill.
Yeah, gosh, we're still not going to know here for a while, guys. All right, in the meantime, let's do some Q&A. Let's see what you guys are working with. How do you guys think that this is going to play out tonight? Let me know down below. I'm going to be watching you guys' comments. Let's hang out here for a minute. We're going to have some time. Nick Barker, thank you for tapping the screen. Thank you for the likes on TikTok. Appreciate you guys. Reds win. Yeah. This country is lost if a guy like Federneck wins. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. XRP bullish soon. We got to get through a lot. A settlement can happen at any time, though. We need Smiley or Seattle will not get better, although the Hawks are kicking butt. XRP. Live long, prosper. Seattle has just been it's been a sad situation over the last couple years to see how quickly it's progressed over the last 2 years. It had already, had some issues going into, the last decade that we've seen, right? But to see where that city's gone over the last 2 years is pretty shameful. SEC needs to keep Hinman emails private to maintain credibility so they can slaughter all the other crypto projects when Ripple settles with XRP clarity, institutional FOMO, investment tsunami. I agree. It's going to be massive. Jeremy, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Oklahoma stayed red. Yes, it did. Library judgment was a ruse to sell your bags. Yeah, I mean, 90% of crypto, they need to have a discussion with their lawyer. They need to figure out what the hell they did. Will Gensler get the boot if the red wave takes the Senate? They're looking to apply more pressure. They're definitely looking to apply pressure to Gary Gensler. But I don't hold my breath on any of these politicians actually holding someone accountable. I would love to see it, though. I'd love to be surprised. Question, please. If the internet a cold wallet, how does it work? How do you trade? How do you cash? Currently on an exchange reg. Just look up tutorials on any wallets that you're interested in getting. I can't explain it right now. Support Zach and hit the like button. He's been crushing content every day for the community. I appreciate that, D7. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it was nice to see everything kind of play through. I was super busy, actually, today. I was a little late getting on here tonight, getting on tonight's show, but I definitely was looking forward to it because it was just, I was watching throughout the day, just all of the news breaking and what happened in the markets was very exciting. Finally, the markets are moving. And then to see, the predictions in the calls that we had a month in advance come to fruition, and that's a beautiful thing. And to be able to take advantage of that opportunity by buying more suppressed assets, being able to ride this out, not worried, not losing sleep, not a problem, right? What are you drinking, bro? I'm drinking Corona Lights. That is the adult beverage of choice tonight. Trump making an announcement next week. Yeah, so there is no doubt in my mind I would invest every dollar I have if I could make a bet on whether or not Trump is going to become president again, I would bet everything all in, because I just believe that that's how the world stage is going to play out, right? That's all I'm going to say on that. I would go all in on that bet. I would maybe want to hedge it, have a little insurance well, I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to speak it into existence. As long as that man's walking this existence, this reality, he'll be back. I'd bet everything on it. That's not a political statement. That's just another prediction for you guys. What do you think about the markets at the moment? Markets moved. We took advantage of it. We shorted. We made profit. Some of us bought the dip. I'm still on the sidelines right now. I have no FOMO for my other cryptocurrencies that I'm looking at buying. I still think a lot has to be cleaned out. I don't think that we're done. I don't think that we've seen the bottom. So, yeah. AR, that's funny. Brady wrecked, invested in FTX. I forgot about that. The FTX was a Super Bowl sponsor too. They just bought like a whole new building in Miami too, or something like that. They got FTX, they sponsored the stadium, but then they just bought like a new building or something too. In fact, I think that I had it saved in my Twitter bookmarks here. Yeah, right here, guys. I wish I was making this up. FTX, excited to get the keys to our new Miami office today. That office is now owned by Binance, and at least they'll have that asset on the balance sheet when Binance and CZ's doing their due diligence. I wish I could make this stuff up. These crypto guys. Unbelievable. I am a crypto guy, but we've been very clear about 99% of this bullshit. The powers that be will yeah, Steven, yes. Yep. Steven, that's a good, yeah, I'm not even going to repeat it, Steven, you know. Yes. Absolutely. The bloodbath isn't over. I saw others calling this the Black Swan. Yeah. When we went through October and everyone was like, oh, what happened to all your dates? And I was just like, guys, be patient, because the real events come in towards the end. The solar eclipse at the end of October was massive. And then that led to the fake bull trap rally, which we warned about that too. Guys, watch out for the fake bull trap rally. First eclipse is a solar eclipse. We can see it's around a new moon. Be ready. Bull trap, fake out, right on cue. And then here, everyone was making fun of me. Well, what happened to all your dates, bro? What happened to October? For a whole month, I ran my video breaking down all the October dates as like my headline video on my YouTube. And I stood by it, right? But in the last month and about 2 months, right? We told you guys we've been looking forward to this lunar eclipse, the back-to-back lunar eclipses, just like what happened last year, when we were able to predict that Bitcoin was going to enter the bear market on the new moon of December 4th. Back-to-back eclipses took place once again, November and December. 40% liquidation event. Same setup here. It was just October, November, and they had flipped it. This one's solar, then lunar. I'm not here to explain the why. And I'm not here to explain the why that is. Just put it up on your moon phase pattern, on your charts. Take a look at it. Guys, does it look like I'm out of focus? It looks like I'm out of focus on my screen. Or maybe I look clear now. Maybe it's placebo, but I'm just freaking depressed since last night's moon. Yeah, I mean, guys, that's the thing is it's nice, but I've always been here understanding that real people are going to be going through it. And you guys like me have invested a lot into cryptocurrency, and to see crypto just get smacked and sacrificed the way that it has. Not good. But on the bright side, that is why we have continue to add more value to this program. What we talk about on a daily basis, your business, your life, your situation doesn't have to be in a recession, doesn't have to be in a depression, doesn't have to be doom and gloom. You know, even if you think that we're going through a storm, well, even if you acknowledge, like we do in this group, this community here, we acknowledge we're going through a storm, right? But we've made preparations. And then we have faith in God to take us through to the other side. What else can we do? There's definitely energy shifting. Yeah, I could feel it last night. I was up late last night and I could feel it, and I just knew. I said, yep, here we go. The FTX thing's starting up. I said, fantastic. Thank you, God. Here we go. Sure enough, I kept the phone close to me last night. Woke up in the morning and executed. Mr. Lucky, thank you for the super chat. What are some key dates we should look for next? Guys, I mean, I don't have any new specific dates to look out for next. I would just say Ripple Swell Conference is going to be coming up this month, and then there's a lot of key dates, situations going to be taking place over the next few months. So the next few months is going to be a huge moment, I think. I think the bottom comes in. I think that this isn't the event. This is the crypto event. But we're in a small world. This is just crypto. Most of the regular folks are laughing at us, and they're thinking to themselves, wow, this is why I didn't invest in crypto. Now I can go make fun of my little grandson, Johnny, who bought crypto. I know people have taken massive losses, but we can make it back. We can make it back. Okay, you just got to get off that program. The program that a lot of these guys have been on has been distractions. It's been confusion. Not only are a lot of them sellouts, but a lot of them are just focused on too many different projects, and none of them are doing anything serious. They just need a new token to shill to their group to talk about. And then, I mean, unfortunately, as we've seen most of this space, if you send them a check, they'll do whatever you tell them to. Georgia won. What do we see? Loving this sale? Yeah, absolutely. This guy finally lost the plot. That's awesome. Can't imagine. What's the situation in Georgia right now? Blake Masters, Kerry Lake, and the RNC sue Maricopa County after hiccups at Arizona voting locations. This is being reported right now. Blake Masters, Carrie Lake, and the RNC sue Maricopa County. David Schwartz even commenting on the FTX studio or the new building. He says this tweet aged well. David Schwartz chiming in. Let's go, David. Love it. Absolutely love it, brother. Great work being done. God bless you. Oh boy. Jim Bianco, check this out, folks. We talked about Brady going bust. Unsecured FTX creditor. Tom Brady and Giselle put their $650 million fortune into maximizing. Looks like they invested into FTX. Wow. Wow. Tom, brother, how's that program working out? Probably worked out just fine because he probably got paid a stupid amount to do that promotional, all the promotional work that he did for them. Oh man. Republican Governor Abbott wins re-election in Texas. Got that. Elon Musk just sold $4 billion of his Tesla for those of you guys that missed that. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about earlier, right here. Digital Perspective sharing this from Headline Hunter. Breaking: Bank of Korea CBDC simulations report deems overall performance of Ethereum-based blockchain insufficient. Doesn't work. Your program does not work. Okay, so this is someone else reporting that glitch too that we saw last night. XRP on CoinDesk going up to $9.20. Interesting price point for them to flash XRP at. Another glitch in the XRP price. They valued FTX in their Series C investors at that time at $32 billion. That was the valuation of the company for their Series C investors. Gone. Democrat Kathy Hochul wins re-election in New York governor races. So it looks like we have, I've been going to this account, Election Wizard, right here, sharing some good stuff. Republican Ted Bunn wins U.S. Senate race in North Carolina. Democrat Kathy wins re-election in New York governor's race. We got another Republican House seat in Wyoming. We got another one in Ohio, Senate seat. Maggie Hassan, Democrat, wins re-election to the U.S. Senate in New Hampshire. Chuck Grassley's back in. New Mexico governor is going to be a Democrat, Michelle Lujan Grisham. Breaking, Maricopa County says they expect to have 99% of their ballots counted by Friday. Oh boy. May God be with us. Republican defeats Elaine Luria, Democrat. That's going to be in Virginia. That's a Republican flip. So we got another flip here. Got that Missouri spot. Eric Schmidt, U.S. Senate, confirmed. They are saying that the Democrat Josh Shapiro elected governor in Pennsylvania. Cernovich says we need to keep Beto running. Man burns money faster than California loses electricity. I love it. Let's go. Let's get an update. Let's go real clear politics right here. Let's get a refresh on our chart here. So it's 46 in the Senate right now is what they're reporting, and they got 114, a loss of 9 and a gain of 9 for the Republicans. 9 House seats gained. governors, we actually have the Democrats gaining 2. Democrats gaining 2 in the governor races. Let's refresh that, double check that. Okay. How's that program working out? We have, 46 for the Senate, and 9 seats gained for the Republicans so far in the House. Yes, Jay, you know it. How many flips do we got so far? That's a great question. I wish I had a tally. Democrats now favored to win the Senate as Trump candidates flounder in key states. New York Times just reported that. That's what New York Times just reported here just an hour ago. It does look like Brian Kemp is going to be reelected governor in Georgia against Stacey Abrams. Okay, this is a very key point, guys, right here. Tyler Reynolds, I don't think you guys understand how bad an FTX blowup is for the space. We only didn't go to $500 ETH in June because Sam stopped Celsius from liquidating. There are no more saviors. That's what's been taking place in the space, is we've had saviors coming out here. Right now we got CZ coming to save FTX, right? But back then, back in May, June, that's when Sam Bankman-Fried was being the savior. He bought Voyager, gonna buy Celsius. He's gonna be the savior of the space. And this guy's, making the case here that they stopped it from going even lower. I think that is where this is at. That's just speculation. But when I look at this situation here, these exchanges, I think that they're trying to stop it from going completely bust. Some of these bigger players, they can come in here and kind of, for one, there's a benefit for them. Not only do they keep things propped up and they don't get liquidated themselves, but they get to take out their competition. That's what Binance is accomplishing right now. Binance is taking out their competitor exchange, FTX. We're going to have a lot of mergers and acquisitions taking place in the cryptocurrency space. A lot of the space, though, just doesn't have value. So it's just like, you got nothing there that we need. Thanks for playing. All right, folks, it does look like we're going to be up for a little bit longer, waiting to see the results from this. I will be tapped in with you guys tomorrow. Make sure that you hit that notification bell. We're going live Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays, Saturdays when we do our weekly Discord live call. If you're looking to join our community, head on over to my website. I just saw that we had someone else looking to get in touch with our 401k retirement program as well. So if you're looking to save, secure your 401k retirement program, we have a partner over at my website that will help you roll over your 401k on over to precious metals. Okay, so if you're looking to make that move, consider it on over at my website with my partners that will help you do so. They will also deliver physical metal to your house as well. So we talked about making our allocations to suppressed assets. That's what I've been doing. We're going to continue to do so as we get these opportunities. Once again, beautiful situation here. If you understand what you hold, understand what you're buying, and understand where this goes. Great opportunity for those of us that have been prepared, tapped in, and we're going to continue to break it down here on this platform. I appreciate all of you guys for joining me tonight. Let's see what happens here in the United States as we wind down this election. It might take a couple days. Maybe Maricopa will have it done by Friday. We'll see what happens. happens. Okay. But nonetheless, we're going to continue to keep you guys updated. I appreciate all the support. Alchemy, Crypto, Super Chat. Thank you. Zach, never stop. Love what you do, dog. Inspire in every way. Smash the like, please. Everyone, can you please smash that like for me? I appreciate you. Alchemy, Crypto. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the Super Chats. Thank you for everyone who is joining our community, showing support. I appreciate you guys so much. Okay. We will see you guys in the next one. Tomorrow, we're going to be dropping some content. God bless you all. Thank you.